Hi everyone, Joseph here. Today, you beautiful ones, I'm going to show you all how to transform a regular ultra cheap eyeshadow into one that looks stunning. The colours will be really bright, true and vivid, and it will cost you just a matter of pence to do this, guys. So that sounds like something you beautiful ones would be interested in. Keep watching. Anyway, on to today's tutorial. So how are we going to transform a regular cheap drugstore or pharmacy or chemist, as we say in Britain, eyeshadow into one that looks stunning, expensive, the colours are true and vivid, and it will make your eyeshadow last all day and possibly all night too. So yesterday I went out and I got a cheap palette. This is Body Collection England eyeshadow palette. It costs £2.49 from Wilko, which is incredibly cheap, guys. But then the formula is really, really weak. It's powdery. There's a lot of drop down. It's not the best eyeshadows in the world, but as you guys may know, I don't wear color cosmetics. It's a choice I've just made. You know, I don't need to really, or I don't want to. So what you'll need to be able to make this hack or tip, if you like, is a bottle of titanium dioxide. Now, titanium dioxide it's a mineral. It's the one that's used in the physical sunscreens. It's the one that you see with when, you know, people go skiing and they have that white strip across their nose, so on and so forth. That's what that is. It's titanium dioxide. It is water soluble. However, once it's applied to the skin topically means on the skin basically, once you topically apply it, it almost bonds with the skin. There's no silicone or oil or anything in it. It's really, really odd, but it bonds with the skin and stays there for hours and hours and hours. I mean, yesterday my hands, because obviously I was testing this formula, were covered in white patches all over. I had them all up my arms. My face was covered in white patches. And after a bath and several scrubbings later, I managed to remove it all. But that pays testament to the whatever. It proves the fact that titanium dioxide lasts for ages. And also because it is white, pure white, and a really strong white at that, guys, it's going to make your eyeshadow stand out and look stunning. Because if you think about it, you're applying a color onto skin and the color's not that good to start off with. It's going to be really transparent and just not very noticeable at all. Now, if you throw in white into that mixture, apply a layer of whites to start off with, then it's going to look gorgeous and stunning, and that's what my beauty hack will do. For today's tutorial, I made 3 different versions of this eyeshadow primer, which I'm going to show you guys how to make and how to use in a minute. I made this one, which is in a little pot. Don't know if you can see, it's pure white. I'll put some on the back of my hand. You don't need a lot of this, guys. It is really strong and vibrant. Can you see that? Hold it back here. And what that's done is that's just added, like, can you see that? Pure white, you can. Just about pure white to my hand. Put a little bit more. I'll put some on my face, actually. That might help. To show you guys at home how wonderful this actually is. So as you can see, that has left a white patch on my face. This is made using Lanacane gel, anti-chaffing gel. Please don't get it molded up with the original Lanacane, which has got no silicones in it at all, and possibly some stuff which may irritate your skin, whereas the anti-chaffing gel has just pure silicones in, and that will be fine for your skin, beautiful ones. So that's how I made that one, with possibly 5 to 10 mils of Lanacane gel and around 1/3 of a teaspoon of titanium dioxide. Now, it is really strong, and a little bit does go a long way, guys. So, you know, adjust the quantities to suit yourself. I also made a liquid version. These are those little, you know, those e-liquid bottles. I do vape, guys. Naughty, I know, but so I've got loads of these. And what I did was this: is I prized the dispenser nozzle off. I got a knife between that bit and the plastic bottle itself. Prized that off. And then I tipped some water into the, don't know if you can see, it's not quite full, possibly around 5-10 mils of water. And then I got a teaspoon, and on the end of the teaspoon, I dipped into my bottle of titanium dioxide, scooped out about a very small amount, and then put it into I'll show you how to do the technique a little bit later on. What you do is you fold an envelope in half, put the powder into the middle of the fold, and then you pick the whole up, and it just allows you to dispense that into your bottle if you're doing small, minute processes or formulations like this one. What's that? Piece of fluff? Or what is that? I don't know. Piece of dirt. No, it's not dirt. I'm only joking. So yeah, and this is just water and titanium dioxide. That's all that is, guys, in that bottle. But this will transform your eyeshadows. And because the lanacane is so silicone-y, it does tend to pill a little bit when you apply it. On the back of my hand, it was pilling then. I didn't do it quite so much when I put it on my face, but then on my cheeks and on my forehead, I've got the foundation spray, which is silicone based again. So, you know, it's like with like. So perhaps that's why it didn't peel when it went on my face, but did on the back of my hands. I have cleaned my eye areas because I'm going to show you how to use, not this one, I'll show you how to use the serum eyeshadow primer. What I'll do first of all is I'll just put some onto this eye, but without the eyeshadow primer, and then I'll put the primer on this eye, and I'll put the eyeshadow on top of it so that you can see how wonderful this is. It costs a matter of pence to make that bottle. That's 150 mils there, and that cost me £4.99, I believe. I got that off eBay. I will link it into the description, where to buy it, and it's probably possibly available worldwide. I know that titanium dioxide, it's not a rare chemical or mineral, if you like. It's available everywhere, guys. Certainly it's available in the States. It's certainly available in the UK, possibly all over Europe. I don't know, I haven't checked, but I will. All right, so what I'll do is I'll just go and wipe this bit off my face, and then I'll show you beautiful ones how to use this eyeshadow primer serum. So that's got me in a little bit closer, guys. So I think I might use either this purple, brick red, plum colour, brick red, what am I on about? This plum colour, or I might use the pink, or I might use the yellow. Who knows? Possibly to show the potency of the formula, I might just use the yellow, mustard yellow it is. It doesn't look mustard on camera, but it is definitely mustard. Right, get that open. I'm not going to use the sponge applicator because I think they're useless. So there's loads of kickback on this. Is that the right word? Kickback? Who knows? So what I'll do is, if you just excuse me, because my mirror's just here, I'll apply this one. God, I'm no good at this at all. He says, anyway, that's the look without the primer. Doesn't look too bad, does it? I mean, obviously the application's shite, but I don't wear eyeshadow, so he says, covered in it. Right, so let's put some of this one on. What you need to do first of all, beautiful ones, is give it a jolly good shake. And then take your lid off. And then just put a drop on your finger. That's all you need. Transfer it onto this hand. And this will dry pretty much straight away. Just put the lid on it, because that will go everywhere if I don't. It allows you a little bit of time before it dries down totally, just to blend it in, and then you'll find it just suddenly dries totally. So just make sure it's dried now, guys. So what I'm going to do is on this side, I'm going to apply the same colour, but with my eyeshadow primer. So I'll go back to my mirror here, beautiful ones. Sorry about this, but it's the only way I can do this. And I think you'll find that this is incredible. And what it's done, I don't know whether you can see that or not, but just blend that in just a little bit more, because obviously he's just chucked it on because he's not the best at applying eyeshadow, because this is actually the first time I've ever applied eyeshadow, beautiful ones. But I don't know whether you can see or not, but that has, this one's a little bit watery, this colour is really strong and much more vibrant, vivid, noticeable. And that's how to do your eyeshadow priming hack. You're there, aren't you? It's me looking this way and you're all over there. So beautiful ones, as you can see, this one looks really watery, this one looks incredibly bright, really vibrant. And because the titanium dioxide bonds with the skin, what it will do is it will hold your eyeshadow in place all day, possibly all night too, certainly for 12 hours, longer than that even, because it, as I say, it bonds with the skin and gives you like a waxy sort of feel to your eyeshadow, to your eyelids rather, so that the eyeshadow has something to grip onto and it doesn't wash off at all for hours basically. So that's how to make my eyeshadow priming hack. There's nothing in there apart from water, titanium dioxide. I did make a balm. This one was with beeswax and silicone gel, liquid silicone and the titanium dioxide, and this is incredible. This is really thick, but the colour is so opaque that nothing's shifting off there, beautiful ones. What I might do is just to show you how effective the balm is, the balm I made with the beeswax, is I might just do some swatches. So what I'll do is I'll apply a different colour. I might just apply, can't get the bloody lid open. Well, that's right, you're supposed to do that, aren't you, with your brushes and tap them off. Silly idiot. Right, wow, there's so much kickback on this bloody eyeshadow. Serve me right for buying cheap, eh? But it was just for the sakes of this, for the purpose of this tutorial. So what I'm going to do is just do a line of eyeshadow here. This is a different colour. This is like a coral pink. And then what I'm going to do also is just apply some onto the balm. They look like two totally different eyeshadows, don't they? Two totally different ones. And this is using this coral pink colour here. I don't think it has, it's more like a brick red actually in the daylight, but anyway, that is incredible, isn't it, guys? I mean, look, that one looks pink and that one looks peachy, sort of corally. This one looks far, far, far more pink. My hairs are getting stuck in the eyeshadow. But so as well as allowing 12 or 13 hours day wear, it actually makes the colours far more vibrant and truer too. So that's beautiful. I'm really, really pleased with that, guys. And obviously on your eyeshadow, on your eyes, on your eyelids, it's going to look stunning. So if you want to know how to make the balm, just let me know in the comments below and I'll do a tutorial. It is quite involved and you have to heat the beeswax up to the point where it's melted, so it involves really high temperatures using a microwave oven. However, I believe the results are worth it. This one was a little bit too flaky, a little bit too chalky. But if it does go like that, all you need to do is just add a little bit more silicone silicone liquid into the formula. Right, I think that's about it for today, guys. So yeah. This one costs, considering that the big bottle of, where's my bottle of titanium dioxide, costs $4.99 for 150 mils, and I've probably used 1/100 of that in there. It's amazing. It really, really is. It's gorgeous as well. And there's nothing in there but water and titanium dioxide. Get back onto cost. So yeah, possibly 50 pence, 25 pence. Please don't spend loads of money on eyeshadow primers, guys. They don't work in the end. This is the only one that can produce that sort of results, and we've made it ourselves. So, you know, it's silly, isn't it, to go out there and spending all this money on eyeshadow. Eyeshadow primers weren't even around 10 years ago, so they're a new invention. But yes, I suppose they are needed, because you can see by these two how effective a product can be in transforming the quality of an eyeshadow. This one costs £2.49. It's probably around $3. Dirt cheap. It is rubbish. It's absolute crap, he says, but it's been transformed from this, which is barely there and chalky, into this, which looks stunning. And you saw me apply it, guys, so there's no tricks or magic or anything. All right, beautiful ones. I'll teach you how to make this eyeshadow primer, and we'll meet on the other side. Right, beautiful ones. So you'll need an empty e-liquid bottle or similar, small bottle, a dropper bottle, pipette bottle would do just as well. I've got loads of these because I vape so much. Naughty Joseph. Some water, a teaspoon titanium dioxide powder, and of course a piece of paper folded in half. So into my e-liquid bottle, this is possibly 10 mils, I'm going to pour about 2/3 full of water. We need to leave room for the titanium dioxide, so that's why we're not filling that all the way to the top, guys. This is a 2-ingredient formulation. It is incredibly easy to make. You can make loads of this if you want to, guys. Do use preservatives if you'll be using this formulation for any length of time. It's entirely cruelty-free. It's not tested on any animals as far as I know. I certainly haven't tested it on any animals. So into my folded piece of paper in the middle, I've added about 1/3 of a teaspoon of titanium dioxide. Use more if you want, or less if you want a less dramatic finish. And you'll find that this dissolves beautifully in the water, so you could even use a whole teaspoon if you wanted a thicker serum. So this is why we fold the piece of paper in half, because it's so much easier to get into the tiny opening of the bottle of the e-liquid. You can dispense with this stage if you want and mix it into the bowl, in the jug. I find that a little bit wasteful though, but put the lid on that, Joseph. That's it, put that one on too. Give that a quick shake. You'll need to shake this every time you use it, guys, but it is incredible. It bonds with the skin, meaning that your eyeshadow will last for 12 hours, 14 hours, even 16, 24 hours. And of course, it makes your eyeshadow very vibrant and beautiful. So that's how to make my eyeshadow primer, which costs less than £1, and it's incredibly effective. This is it. Just keep shaking it, guys. Be shaking it forever. I think I might just put some more on just to make sure it wasn't a fluke earlier. So put some of this here. See how white that is? Incredible, isn't it? Put that over there. And what that will do is, because it is so white, is it acts like a almost like a background for the colours, so that they have no opportunity to be wishy-washy at all. Thus we're transforming the cheapest eyeshadows into the most vibrant colours we could possibly imagine. So what I'll do is once this is a different colour. This is the yellow I used on my eyes earlier. It's barely there, isn't it, guys? Barely there. These eyeshadows are horrible. They're absolutely foul. They just keep falling to pieces. And the drop down's terrible. Pasted by quality, I suppose, at the end of the day. But anyway, let's see how. And the eyeshadow is just gliding on, and that will last hours. Hours and hours and hours. All day based. They look two different colours, aren't they? Two totally different colours. I'd say this one at the back is possibly an imposter colour really, whereas this one is obviously showing the true colour of the eyeshadow. I'm going to use my lanacane one on this side to see how that one works as well. It's not pilling now, it peeled earlier, but perhaps it was just because, who knows? He says, who knows, eh? Who knows? Right. Can't get the bloody thing open now. That's it. So again, I'm going to use the dark red. This is almost like a beetrooty sort of red. It is quite a nice colour. And that's going on like a dream. And because you've got the silicones in there as well, it adds another level of glide to or slip to the formula. Can you see that? They're two different colours, aren't they, guys? Two totally different colours. The one at the back just almost looks like a red, a burgundy red. And the one at the front is quite purple, isn't it? Well, that's it for today, beautiful ones. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please do consider subscribing. Just helps us all grow. And of course, share this video if you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments whether you're going to make this eyeshadow primer and which one you're going to make, either this one, the serum, that's the simplest one to make, or the gel. I'm going to call that a gel, although it looks more like a cream. It is a gel because it's got the silicones in. Or if you really want me to, I will do the tutorial on the balm. That's the one that's there. But this is the lanacane gel. Look at that. It's incredible. I can't get over it. All right, guys. Have a lovely week. Speak to you soon. Take care. Bye.